Hey guys, it's Monica with Scream City. I am here to let you know that even though we are not going to cover Clown in a Cornfield after all, like we said that we would for a full episode, we still wanted to come on here and give you our full kind of just not really full, maybe like a short and simple review along with like our scary scale and our satisfactory scale, and then just to let you know what we will be covering for next week instead. So stay tuned for that. But yes, so we were supposed to cover Clown in a Cornfield, and overall, I think I had a pretty good time with this movie. I don't think that it was award-winning or anything like that, but I think I had an overall good time. I thought it was silly. The characters had their moments, I guess. I don't really know. But I think overall it was good. I did read the book a couple of years ago, and I think if I really had to choose between the book and the movie, I would obviously have to choose the book. I preferred it. Even after watching the movie, I had already known that I liked the book a little bit better, but I think it's just because books are always a lot more detailed. But I thought it was overall good. I don't really have any honest complaints other than I think it's just a little YA, like young adult, very targeted, which is not bad at all whatsoever. But I don't think it's my favorite. To me, it was also pretty predictable. Not because I had watched the movie, but I think even in the movie, or not because I had read the book, sorry. Not because I had read the book, but I think just with knowing all of the details that the movie gave away and how they kind of set up everything, I think to me just felt really predictable, which again is not necessarily a bad thing if you're just there to have a good time. So that's honestly just my honest review. I had a pretty good time watching it for the first time, but it wasn't terrible. As far as my scary scale, I'm gonna be so honest, I was not scared during this film whatsoever, but I had a good time nonetheless. So I think I'm going to give it a solid, like, maybe 4 out of 10, and that's mostly just giving it, just kind of being a little nice, if you would say, or a little, you know, giving it a little bit of leeway in that area, and that's mostly just because of the gore and because of the language, most of all. But yeah, I think like a good 4 out of 10 for my scary scale. As far as satisfactory, again, I don't think that this is a movie that I would own. I would own it if it was on sale, but I would not own it as soon as it came out. So I think I'm going to give this movie a solid, like, 7 out of 10, which is not a terrible rating. If anything, I'd probably give it like a 6.5, actually. 6 to 6.5 out of 10. That's my final satisfactory scale rating, and that's really just because it was okay. It wasn't a terrible movie. I think if you're scared of scary movies, I think this is one to still maybe stay away from, because there are quite a bit of jump scares. There's still some gore in it and everything like that, but it's again just targeted towards young adults, which is not bad. However, it just wasn't my favorite, and that's okay. Not every movie will be, but I'm very excited for you to find out what we're going to be covering next week instead.
Hey guys, it's Jess. So as you guys just saw Monica's video, we won't be covering Clown in a Cornfield all the way. We won't be doing like a normal episode for that movie due to scheduling conflicts, but we still wanted to review it, at least briefly, so that's what we're doing right now. So kind of getting into my experience watching the movie, unfortunately my experience was kind of sucky. There were just people in the audience that were just extremely loud and obnoxious throughout the whole movie. I don't know when people are going to learn to just shut up, but oh well. I mean, it's not oh well, but getting into the actual movie though, now I did not read the book like Monica did, so this is my full review as just someone who going into the movie without knowing anything about it. The actual movie itself, I thought it was really funny. The kills were really great. The acting was really good too, actually. I really enjoyed the acting. Overall, it was a really fun time. Similar to Monica, I don't think I would own it, but it's a maybe fun time if it's on a streaming service one day I will definitely like to rewatch it with a better audience and a less quiet room. But yeah, and also similar to what Monica said, I think this movie was also predictable, and this is coming from someone who didn't even read the book, so, but yeah, it's, you know, it's okay, like, no big complaints. But yeah, my favorite kill, I did want to mention my favorite kill. I think my favorite kill was the sheriff's. That was a really fun time. Also, well, okay, all of the kills were actually really great. I'm probably in between the sheriff's or Janet's was pretty crazy and funny. But yeah. Now on to scary scale and satisfactory scale. Scary scale, I think I'm also gonna do like a 3.5. 3.5, maybe 4. I'm really easily jump scared, so jump scares will always get me. Satisfactory. Again, this is not in like a negative way. I had a really fun time watching. I mean, no, I didn't have a fun time watching it, but I thought the movie itself was fun, if you know what I mean. But rating the actual movie and it's how it left me satisfied, I'm gonna give it like a 6.5. 6.5, 7 out of 10. But yeah. So I think that's all we're gonna do regarding this movie. Now, finally getting into next week's episode, we are going to be covering Final Destination Bloodlines. So stay tuned for that. I'm really excited to cover it. I've watched it twice already. It'll probably be a third time by the time we record the episode, and I'll explain why I watched it so many times during the episode. So if you want to know why, make sure to watch. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got for you guys. We hope you guys enjoyed this really short mini review of Clown in a Cornfield. Again, the movie itself was funny. It was gory, bloody, everything that you want in a movie. But anyway, thank you guys for tuning in. We will talk to you guys next week. And as always, stay safe and stay spooky.
There's a psycho dressed up like Frendo, trying to kill us! Call 911! Where's the button, Jen? What is this? What is this?